Alright guys, for our ingredients today, we're going to use 2 eggs, 1 cup of flour, got 2 tablespoons of melted butter, half a cup of milk, half a cup of water, a quarter teaspoon of salt, and some vanilla extract. But then on top of that, we're going to make a topping that goes inside of our crepes, which we've got an assortment of blueberries, bananas, grape jelly, cream cheese, and then our tools that we're going to need. Alright, so we'll start by mixing our wet ingredients first. We're going to put the 2 eggs into our bowl. Then we add the 2 tablespoons of melted butter, half a cup of water, half a cup of milk, and I just kind of eyeball it, but about a teaspoon or so of vanilla. And then about a quarter teaspoon of salt. We'll go ahead and mix it up really good. Make sure those egg yolks are incorporated well. Alright, so now we're going to mix our flour in. So what I do is I just mix a little bit of flour in at a time and go ahead and mix that in. If you dump all the flour in at once, you're likely going to get some clumps in there and have to work it a lot longer to get all the clumps out. So I found if you just pour slowly in a little bit at a time, and you can concentrate on whipping that and making sure you get all the stuff off the sides as well as you go, you'll get a much more smooth and consistent texture to your batter. Alright, so now that we've got that pretty much done, we're going to go ahead and do the filling that we're going to use for our crepes today. So I've taken some cream cheese. This is softened. It's been sitting out for just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and break that up anyway just to help with the mixing process. Stick that into a bowl. Alright, so we're going to take half a cup of powdered sugar and pour that all over the cream cheese. Doesn't take a whole lot to really make your cream cheese taste super sweet because cream cheese already is a little bit sweet anyway. But you're going to go ahead and pour that all over. Try not to dump it in just one spot because it's going to be easier for you to be able to incorporate that. Again, we'll add just a little bit of vanilla. Doesn't take a whole lot, about a teaspoon again. And then with a spatula, we're going to begin to fold it over. I find that folding it is really the easiest once you kind of get everything smashed down. That way you can just kind of really incorporate the ingredients. You can follow the vanilla to see how the vanilla is mixing in. It'll get rid of the brown color and kind of turn more of like a creamy yellowish color. And that's how you're going to really know that you've got that incorporated well. So right now I've got my griddle all the way on low, and so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of water and we're going to put that on there to help lift off any of the old grease that may be on there, because we want to make sure we have as clean a grill as possible. And you're going to expose some of your old grease with this time, but that's what we want. We want to get as much of the old grease off as possible. Otherwise, you're just going to get black all over your crepes. Nobody wants to eat black crepes. Once we have that done, we do want to make sure our crepes aren't going to stick. Now, well-seasoned griddle, they're really not going to stick that easy. But since we've taken off that initial old oil of coat of oil on there, we're going to try to add a little bit of butter. Again, we're cooking everything on low. We're not trying to cook fast. We're just trying to cook efficient and give a good quality product. So, I'm going to take a little bit of butter, and we'll just put the butter on here in the griddle. And then we're going to take half a cup, and that's how much crepe we're going to put on there. So no exact science, we're just going to put that right in the middle. Now with your crepe tool, we're going to take it and you're going to spin it around. You just got to do it until you see it starting to get kind of flat. The whole goal of this is to try to get it thin, kind of like a small thin pancake. And it's starting to cook a little bit already there. Get that over the edge. Alright, so we're going to let that cook there on the edge. It's going to cook fairly quickly, even on low. So the other tool they give you with the kit is this thing, which helps you loosen it up entirely on the bottom. You can see it's already sliding, so that's good. That's what we want. I personally like to still flip with a big spatula. So once it's flipped over, the inside's cooked. We're going to let the other side cook a little more. And this is really where you get into adding your toppings. So we're going to do some cream cheese on this one. It's the cream cheese mixture that we made. And do it kind of like a burrito. We're going to do it right down the middle. And for this one, we're going to do some blueberries that have already been washed. And we'll do a little bit of bananas as well. Just let that cook for another minute or so. Again, if you want to check it, you can. It should slide kind of when it's done cooking. You see it's already sliding, so it's kind of resistant off of there. If you want to turn it and kind of look to see the brownness of it, it's not brown enough yet for me. I like it a little more dark. So let that cook just for another minute. check this again. Okay, so you can see that brown starting to form there. So when that happens, what we'll do is we'll take it. Actually, we'll do this side first since it's a little more ugly. And we'll fold it in. And that cream cheese should help it just to be able to let it stick there. And then we'll go ahead and fold the other half over on top of that. Just like that. In fact, a little secret there. See how it's starting to flap up a little bit? You can take a little bit more of your cream cheese and spread it right here on the inside. Doesn't take a lot, but that'll help create like a glue so that when you fold it back over, it's going to stick to that. See? Now we'll take it and we'll flip it this way and let it cook there for a minute. Alright, to finish it off, we'll take it, put it onto a plate. If you want to cut it at an angle here, like this way, you could, and be able to stack them. You could also add whipped cream, strawberry compote on top of it. We can put extra blueberries and bananas. But here, I'll show you. We'll cut it in the middle here. So if you turn one and 45-degree angle it, that's how you can do that. And then you can even put eggs or whatever you want along there, strawberry puree over the top of it, anything you want to do with that. So that's one of them. Now let me show you how my kids like it. So again, we'll take a little bit of butter. Half a cup. Spread it out. It's kind of like a tractor bulldozing the field. Let the first side cook. Check it. It's moving, so we'll flip it. And my kids just like to use Welch's grape jelly, so we're going to put a little bit of that in there. And growing up, we used to call this a jelly rolled up pancake. Break it all up, spread it all around. This one, they like it rolled over more, so we do it 2 or 3 times. Yeah, some of it's squishing out the edge, that's okay. Here we go. Jelly rolled up pancake. Pretty easy to do, simple breakfast for the kids. More elegant breakfast for the adults. So, alright guys, that's how we do crepes. If you'd like to see more of my videos, please like and subscribe.